Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to study chapter 8, Reach for the Top. Dear students, this story deals with a little story of Santosh Yadav. Dear students, Santosh Yadav is the girl from India who surprised the whole world by scaling the highest peak in the world, Mount Everest, twice. So, dear students, before starting this story, we must know some facts about Mount Everest. Mount Everest lies in Nepal. Actually, it is lying on the border of Nepal and Bhutan, and its height is 8,848 meters, and it is the highest peak in the world. And in Nepal, people call Sagar Matha to the Mount Everest. And on the other hand, people in Tibet call Mount Everest Chomo Langma. And in the year 1953, Sir Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay climbed on the Mount Everest first time. So Edmund Hillary from the New Zealand is the first person who surmounted the Mount Everest in 1950 year. So dear students, these are the facts about Mount Everest, where it is situated, what the different people call it in Nepal or in Bhutan, and all over the world it is called the Mount Everest, and it lies in the great Himalayas, that is on the north side of India. So now dear students, we must start the chapter and study it clearly. The only woman in the world, the only woman in the world who has scaled the Mount Everest twice means, dear students, Santosh Yadav is the only woman in the world who has scaled, who has climbed Mount Everest, the highest peak of the world, twice in his life. And she was born in a rural family, in a society where it was regarded that the birth of child, especially the girl, is okay, but the birth of a boy, it means having a baby boy is uh, better than having a girl. So it was the society when there was a little bit of discrimination between the boys and girls. Boys were thought to be superior than to girls. So it was not easy for her to achieve his desired goals or targets. Okay. When her mother was expecting Santosh, a traveling holy man, giving her his blessings, assumed that she wanted a son. But to everyone's surprise, the unborn child's grandmother, who was standing close by, told him that they did not want a son. So they students in that society where the boys were thought to be superior to girls, and her mother was also expecting a baby boy. When Santosh was unborn child, it means she was in the womb of his mother. A holy traveler man, a holy man, that is called saint, came to her, and he thought, he knew with his magical power, with his saint power, that her mother was expecting for a boy. So he was about to bless her, but at the same time, Santosh's grandmother, who was standing by the side of her mother, told that holy person, holy man, holy traveler, that they did not want a boy. It was the surprise for all the members of her family. The holy man was also surprised because all in that time all the persons desired for the boy, but her grandmother told that she would like to love to have a baby girl. Then on the request of her grandmother, that holy man blessed for the same, and finally her mother gave birth to her, and her name was assumed as Santosh. Santosh was born the sixth child in the family with five sons. It means Santosh was the sixth child in the family, and all the four child of that family were children of that family were boys, and she was sixth to be a girl. A sister to five brothers, she was born in a small village of Janiawas of Rewari district in Haryana. Yes, friends, there is a district in Haryana that is called Rewari, and in that district, Janiawas is a village, small village, and Santosh Yadav was born in that particular small village of Haryana. And in Haryana, there is a lot of discrimination between the boys and girls. Boys are thought to be superior and girls are suppressed. Even they have little freedom to decide their course themselves. So it was not easy for Santosh Yadav. The girls, the girl was given the name Santosh, which means contentment. It means after the birth, the girl was given a name Santosh. Santosh means satisfaction, contentment. When we could not achieve our desired target, even then we feel okay. Then it is a feeling of satisfaction, that is called contentment. It is the literally meaning of Santosh, means contentment. But Santosh was not always content with her place in a traditional way of life. Means Santosh was not satisfied what she got from the society and what the people in the society were doing. In that time, especially in Haryana or in that prevalent situation in the society, girls were not allowed to decide their wearings, their education, or some other fields also. They were totally oppressed. So Santosh decided her way different from those traditional ways. She began living life on her own terms from the start. Means she started living her life by by her own terms and conditions. She started wearing her clothes which she liked, or she got education from that school where she liked to go. So she did not adopt the traditional way. Where other girls wore traditional Indian dress, Santosh preferred shorts. Means the dress of Santosh was also different from that of the other girls in the society. Girls wore traditional Indian dresses in the society, but Santosh wore shorts, started wearing shorts. Looking back now, she says, now from the very beginning, I was quite determined that if I choose a correct and a rational path, the others would we me had to change, not me. Okay. Now she said that if I opted, if I followed a correct path, a good path that is beneficial for me as well for others, then others will have to change. Others will have to appreciate me. Others will have to do according to me, not me. Then it means I need not to change myself. So, in this way, Santosh started his journey. Santosh's parents were affluent landlords who could afford to send their children to the best schools, even to the country's capital. It means the family of Santosh was quite prosperous. Her parents were prosperous landowners, have enough land, have enough money, and they were able to send their children in the best school in that particular region. Even they could send their children for the study in the national capital, that is called Delhi. So, capital New Delhi, which was quite close by. It means the national capital was not so far away from her village, because the district where she born was close to the national capital. It is what's the name of this district? I'll tell you later. So Santosh, oh, sorry. But in the line with the prevailing customs in the family, Santosh had to make do with the local village schools. It means in that time, girls used to study in the local schools. They were not allowed to go out of the station for the study purpose. So similarly, Santosh was also forced to start his education from the local village school. So she did so. She decided to fight the system in her own quiet way when the right moment arrived. So when she got the primary education and the right time arrived, she decided that she would fight against the traditional custom of Indian society, which was quite against the girls. And the right moment came when she turned 16. And that right moment, when she decided that she would live life according to her own, that time came. And when she was 16 year old, most of the girls at that age were forced to get married, while Santosh was also called to do so. But Santosh forbade that she would not get married at this age, and there was a lot of pressure over on her from her family members, her parents. Okay, a marriage as early as that was the last thing on her mind. She thought that marriage is the last thing I will do. Marriage, I will marry anyone just after achieving my targets. This is my last thing to do. She threatened her parents that she would never marry if she did not get a proper education, and she told her parents that if she was not given enough freedom, she was not enough given sufficient chances, sufficient freedom to get proper study, to get proper education, then she will never marry, she will live spinster. So after this negotiation, this conversation between her and her parents, she left home and got herself enrolled in a school in Delhi. So after telling that she will marry after proper education, not before that, and if you will pressure, if means if the parents will pressure her on marrying, then she will not marry anyone throughout the life. So after saying this, she moved to the national capital, Delhi. When her parents refused to give her money for her education, for her fees, school fees, then she told her parents that she would do part-time work, part-time job for her, for earning her school fees as well as her hostel fees. So dear students, this was the starting this was the starting for her struggle, for her adventurous life. And in today's class we discussed up to para 4, and in next class we will discuss from para 5th. So dear students, study this chapter well, and understand all the facts which we discussed about Santosh Yadav and about the Mount Everest to which Santosh Yadav scaled. Thank you class. We will meet again in next class. Thank you.